Hi guys, it's Sand Angel. One of the biggest problems that new players to Pantheon Rise of the Fallen seem to have is getting lost or finding their way around when you don't have a map. Um, it doesn't it doesn't seem to be a problem once you've been playing the game for 2 or 3 days. You do get your bearings very quickly, and from that point forward, you won't even think about it. But for your first couple of days, I'm just going to give you some quick tips. Um, from the well, if you put the scavenger to your back, right behind this building here, there is a little path. This path will take you back to the newbie, one of the newbie areas on your left, which is the little rats and things. The shaman area is down that way. Um, the the monk area is further down that way, but we're not going to go that way. If you follow the path over here, uh, the road takes like a horseshoe turn, and you can see the teleporter that goes to the mage area. Um, if you get lost, if you can find that teleporter anywhere in your line of sight, it is south of that teleporter. Town is. So as long as you can see the teleporter, you'll never get lost because town is going to be south of that. One of the camps that you're going to hear people look for more for is the Gadai. It's one of the early groupable newbie camps. So look, if you come around this horseshoe and go straight north, again, there's your H tower thing. If you come north over the hill here, this is the Gadai camp. And usually groups will set up, actually right where these guys are, or on the other side of it. And then there is a secondary Gadai camp. And one of the other pretty important early landmarks is what we call the aqueduct. If you can find the aqueduct in your field of vision, if you're lost, the aqueduct always points to another road that leads to camp. So like if you were to just line yourself up with the broken end of the aqueduct, there is a road that goes right into camp. So if you get lost, look for the aqueduct or look for the mage tower. Those will both lead you back. The second Gadai camp is just past the aqueduct, down here in this little alcove. These guys are tough. They're meant for groups. They might look innocent. They're not. Okay. Another good route to know to help you keep your bearings is this road right here. Again, with scavenger to your back. Because there's other roads that lead out of town, but they just lead to other buildings, and then they sort of end because there's water on these two sides here. So you really only can go that way that I just showed you, or this road. Okay, scavenge to your back. This road leads to the bridge. And you'll hear people, if they're giving you directions, might say go over the bridge. This is that road. By the way, a lot of these little NPCs along this road or in these little buildings here do give quests. Some of them are level dependent or have prerequisites. So do check them often because sometimes you'll complete a quest and not realize that it's opened up another quest for you somewhere else. So here is the bridge. Also a good indicator that you're heading into town or out of town. And this is another kind of major camp that you're going to hear about as a new player, which is Skellies. Skellies are over here to the right. These guys are tough. if you are low level, they will aggro on you and kill you very quickly. So don't even come up here unless you have a group you're meeting. There's one skelly camp over there, and then there's one skelly camp up top here. And also there's a little hidden of these guys, the Eltherians. So usually there's like two groups out here. One will usually hang in this area and one down there. But that is right just after you pass the bridge over on your right. Okay, so from the bridge again, up this road leads to Crossroads. And from Crossroads, if you go right, it will also take you to the next zone, Avender's Pass, further up that road. The only other sort of newbie camp that you're going to hear about up here is goblins. I'm just going to show you where that is. Or gobbies, the gobby caves. To the left here is water, but to the right, this is all really good hunting areas for when you kind of out-level the newbie area. You're going to move into this area next. So you just want to keep your bearings as far as where this road is. Generally, you can tell yourself, you know, if I go north, I'm going to hit this road. Okay, this is the goblin cave. See, it's kind of hidden here. It's got a little drop down. The drop down itself is safe. And then you need a group to go in there. But it's got two different entrances. It's got this entrance. And then it's got an entrance just like that, just past Crossroads, also in the rock face. Here's Crossroads up ahead here. And as a bonus for watching my video, there's also a really cool area down here with the foxes and a lot of resources and stuff. But the thing is, if you go down there, you need the climbing skill to get back out, or you're kind of stuck. I don't think you want to be stuck. This bridge and this castle back here from Crossroads, I don't know if EA is going to have something different. But right now, there's not really much over here. Nothing really worth going to explore for yet, that I know of, at least right now. This is the road that leads to Avender's Pass, or AVP. But if you continue down this way, you're going to hit the other goblin cave. Which is here. These connect underground. They're huge underground, by the way. But they do connect. Like, you could go in from here and come out over there. That little island out there may have a quest on it. Not giving it away. Not spoiling anything. I'm just saying. Could be. And there's one more camp that you're going to hear about. Actually, two. One of them being boars and bears. Boars and bears is, or Boar Alley, people might call it, is up here on your right. Essentially, it is this long strip here from top to bottom that has a lot of boars. See that boar? Groups like to do this strip. You can get to it from the road that goes to AVP up top, or you can get to it from down here. But it's kind of its own little enclosed strip. There is a named that paths from this water down here up into this area who you want to avoid unless you have a group. As a matter of fact, there he is. He is a newbie named, by the way, and I think I'm level 27 right now. I would not be able to solo him. Just saying. You definitely need a group for him. He is Iris. He's cool though. He's a cool guy. Anyhow, again, getting back on the road. So there's just the one road down here, outside of the one that goes to AVP. So there is a bindstone here. Generally, people call this the Manor Bindstone because there is a camp called Manor up the road here. And Fort is also up the road there. But those are higher level camps. Manor usually starts at 10 plus. Fort at 17, 18 plus. Anywho, here is spiders. There are two spider camps. One is on the left of this path. There's an entrance to a spider cave right down here. I'm not going to take you further. I'm just going to tell you that if you are not with a group, you don't want to go too far up this little road because they will come out and aggro you and kill you very quickly. Things like to aggro on people that are lower level than them. And the other spider cave, which connects inside, is on this side. So people might say come to the spider cave left or come to the spider right. This is what they're talking about. But generally they sit outside of these and camp it from here. And if you were going to Manor, you would keep going up this path. There's a little switchback up here or a zigzag in the road. And you would just keep going straight up that way. I'm not going to give it away. More for you to explore. But those are your most basic newbie camps and the groupable ones that you'll hear people looking for groups for. And the main thing you have to remember is this one road. This road it does continue up that way. There is an area with a lot of forest foragers up that way, and there is a bridge. Again, that doesn't really go to any place unless EA has changes. And yeah, this is the road. As long as you always know where this road is, you know how to get back home. I hope that helps. We'll see you in game.